So back out here again. Nice day outside. Decided, why not come out with some sunlight, right? So one thing about life is it's about finding your lane and staying in that lane. See, once you find your lane, you're gonna separate yourself from people that's not going where you going, in life. You're gonna separate yourself from people that's not for you. That's like on the highway and expressway, right? All these different vehicles, I be saying, but everybody's like all these different directions. Everybody's going somewhere different. And there are very few going in the same direction, the same destination, but a lot of people traveling to, their own destination. That's what you gotta realize about that. So another thing about finding your lane, a lot of stuff not gonna interest you no more, not gonna impress you no more once you find your lane. You know, once you get focused on what you want to do in life and who you want to be, certain people you're not gonna hang around no more. You can't, because one thing I learned, you gotta separate yourself. You gotta get away from them losers in your life. You gotta distance yourself around them people with them that loser mentality. People that's not going nowhere. They want you to go they want you to go nowhere with them. Certain people you used to hang around that's not doing nothing, or used to do the same stuff you used to do. You can find them in the same areas, the same clubs, the same neighborhood, because they're not trying to level up. They're not trying to elevate. So it's easy to find them. So if you want to get to the next level in your life, like they say, elevation requires separation, right? So certain things not going to press you no more. You might not you might not try to you might not be impressed with going to the clubs no more. You might not be impressed with going to the bar no more, getting drunk. You might not be impressed with getting high no more. So you got to separate yourself from them crowds. You might not want to hang out on the block no more and see your life, okay, not going nowhere. You got to separate yourself from them type of crowds. Because one thing about it, your circle got a lot of input on how far you can go in life if you still associate yourself with the same people. So even with me, certain people I had to cut off, because I know older buddies of mine. I mean, they still doing the same mess they used to do. From 10 years ago, they still just going out of the same clubs. They not trying to build nothing. They not trying to do nothing. So I had to separate myself from them. No hard feelings, but you got to put people around you that's trying to elevate with you. That's seeing your vision. People that's not seeing your vision, you got to get them around from you. I don't care if it's your significant other. I don't care if it's your relatives. When you thinking on a different vibration and you seeing your vision, you seeing you trying to be in life, whoever's not, like I said, one thing I learned, everybody can't go. Some roads you got to travel alone. No family, no friends, just you and God. And see, this would be the problem. This would hold a lot of people back, because they try to take everybody. everybody can't go because everybody not gonna see your vision. Your vision, God gave you your vision for a reason. You know, that's your vision. So I used to be mad when certain people ain't see, okay, what I'm trying to go or what I'm trying to do, but it's like it hit me. It's like, okay, God gave me the vision for a reason. You know, He gave you your gift. Everybody has a gift. So it's not for other people to understand your gift. It's for you to understand it and what you're going to do with your gift. You know, so that's like you hanging around clowns. You know, it's like you hanging around clowns. You got to dumb yourself down because you got to water what you saying down to hang around them because they're not going to understand, you know, where you coming from. A low vibrational person, they're not going to understand a high vibrational being. They're just not going to, you know. So like I said, you'll get called crazy for having goals and trying to reach them goals. And you can't worry about cutting people off. That's a part of life. You the CEO in your own life, so you gotta hire and fire as you see fit. And I'm like this, the only person I fear losing is me. Anybody else, I don't care about losing because people at the end of the day, they don't care about losing you. Most people don't. I mean, very few do, but you know, that's one thing I had to learn. So people that's not trying to take you to your destination, what you trying to get to, people that's not trying to go with you, you gotta let them go. People that's still trying to stay in the same neighborhood, still doing the same stuff that they was doing 20 years ago, then people you gotta leave alone. You might not have gotta cut them completely off, but you gotta go without them because, like I understand, it's a good number of people that won't never see further than their neighborhood. They would never see further than the block or the corner. They would never see further than the job they work. So, and that's cool for them. That's them. I mean, it's, you know, what's for other people is for them. You know, like I said, what works for you might not work for me. What might work for me might not work for you. I mean, that's life. So I'm just saying you gotta separate the elevator. I mean, very few family members I deal with because they're not, you know, hey, they still doing the same mess. You know, they was doing long time ago. I mean, they think they doing something, but you know, they still doing the same mess. That's like if you want to jump on a flight and you want to travel, right? You can't let a relative that don't want to go with you. You can't let a significant other that don't want to go with you hold you back. You can't let your sisters and brothers or your bestie or whatever you want to call it. You can't let them hold you back. If you want to go, you know you gotta go. You know, go alone if you got to. Now, what we gotta stop doing as people is stop waiting on people to live our life. Stop waiting on people to give us confirmation to live our lives. You gotta live your life with people or without them. And that's what you gotta understand. You shouldn't need nobody's validation or uh nobody's approval to live your life. You know, you only live once, so you gotta live it up. Live for you. Stop living for the world. Stop living for the internet. Live for you. Damn who don't approve, you know, where you trying to get to and how you live. Only approval you need is really yours. That same with if you choosing a mate. You know, you choosing a bride or husband, or you know choosing a mate for your relationship. You know, you gotta choose for you. You can't let what your coworkers say or what your boss say or pastor say or Uh, you can't let with your mother, father, or sister's brothers. You can't let them what they say get in the way of you choosing your mate. So you look at it. You look at it. People want you to be just like them. They want you to be miserable. They want you to be unhappy. So you can't let people choose for you. You choose for you. So y'all, like I said, keep that in mind. And when you on that road to where you trying to go in life, you look at it like this. Look at the successful people. Look at the road they was on. All the people they lost to get to where they at now. So we as people, we gotta stop being afraid of losing people to get to where we trying to get to. Shit, hell, the person you sleep with you might end up losing them to get to where you trying to get to. They be some of the main haters. They be some of the main ones that don't see your vision. They try to water your vision down, and water your goals down. They try to tell you, oh, man, just get a job. Just don't, forget that. So you people like that, you gotta separate yourself from. Them be the main haters. But what you gotta understand about hate, you gotta use it to motivate. Use it as motivation. There's plenty of people that's not gonna see your vision. Damn it. Keep doing you, keep on climbing, keep on grinding. That's what you do. And like I said, like they say, it get lonely at the top. So it's not lonely at the bottom. It's crowded at the bottom, but it's lonely at the top. And that's another problem with people is they fear being alone. See me, I don't fear being alone. I'm okay. That's that's some Monday motivation for y'all. The roads get lonely, and like I said, the road to success is it don't come with a just like life. Life don't come with no booklet and or how to. I mean, people will try to tell you how to do this and that, but this road is yours. You can't compare your chapter 1 or your chapter 2 to their chapter 22. You never know what chapter they on, but you can't compare your chapter to theirs. This is your road. These are your goals, not nobody else's. And another thing I try to tell y'all is I try to tell anybody, find like-minded people that's doing similar things that you doing or you trying to do. Keep in contact with these people that's like-minded like you. So y'all can exchange ideas. Bounce ideas off each other and people to understand where you trying to get to or where you at. People to understand. People that's like-minded, network with them. And these are going to be strangers. It's not going to be people you know. Most people that you click with, they're going to be complete strangers. And that's what I do on the internet. I link with a lot of people that understand me. It's crazy. Yeah, a lot of people that understand me or they can relate to me, they're completely strangers. I mean, I never met the majority of people that understand me or that I can actually communicate with, because one thing about it, when you're leveling up, when your mind is on a higher frequency, when your mind is when you're thinking at a higher elevation, you know how hard it is to find like-minded people, to find people that understand you. That's hard. So that's why I tell y'all, once you come across, I don't care if people on the internet or people in real life, once you come across these like-minded people, keep in contact. Y'all exchange information. You know, most people around that's close to you, around you, they gonna look at you once you come with them to the once you come with to them with these big ideas, or you trying to build something, they gonna try to belittle you. I like believe me, I've been there, so I know. Trust me. They gonna try to belittle what you doing, and they basically gonna tell you to be average. Like I said, they will big up people they don't know, but as far as people you know they know like you, they gonna tell you to be average. Oh, just get a job, retire. But if you talking about building a business, or having your own this and that, having your own restaurant, having your own hair studio, having your own makeup line, they're not gonna see that, because why? It's not their vision. It's you. It's your vision. So, like I said before, it's people in world and it's people in life that's never gonna understand you, and you gotta get used to that. Once your plans are not average, like the majority, once your plans are out of this world, then you got to be used to you got to be used to being misunderstood, because it's people that's committed to misunderstanding you. So that's life. And like I said, when you try to force people to understand you, you only stressing yourself out, because it's people that's not going to understand you, no matter how much you break it down to them, no matter how much you put it in their face. They're not going to understand you. They're looking to be combative, male or female, same thing. Like I said, with your goals and your dreams and your plans, you got to defend that like a goalie in hockey. Like they defending, not trying to let the puck in there for their team. You got to defend your goals like that. You got to guard your goals. Don't let nobody talk you out of what you trying to do in life. Your life is yours to live, so live it up. You only live once. So on that note, peace out. I'm gone. Hopefully I was able to get the message across to y'all. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified for upcoming videos. Hit the thumbs up, get in the comments, let me know what y'all think. God bless, peace out.